The following program is underwritten by Barlow's Clam Shack, located at 856 Scenic Highway in Bourne. Barlow's Clam Shack, where the seafood is always fresh.
Hi, welcome to Upper Cape Spotlight Conversations with Kathy. I'm Kathy Fox Alfano, and today I'm sitting with some friends. These are the lovely ladies, the wonderful women, the personable people of BNN, which is the Bourne Newcomers and Neighbors group. I have to disclose that I am part of this group, and it is really a great thing to be part of. I've met so many great people, and I've learned a lot, so welcome everybody.
Thank you,
Kathy.
So Tina Produce. Tina is the president of BNN. Marilyn Jackson is in charge of membership. Is that correct?
Volunteers
volunteers now. Okay.
Yes,
And Susan Diamantopoulos. Is that right?
You got it.
All right. And Susan is in charge of
Publicity.
So great. And of course, we all live in Bourne. So ladies, first, thank you so much for coming, and I hope we can convince some people to join our fabulous group. Tina. Yes. Tell us a little bit about the history of BNN.
It's very interesting, and I'm very proud to say that we are coming into our 9th year.
Wow.
So it all started in early 2016. There were some women in Bourne. Some were usually summer residents, but were retiring here. Some were women who had been here for a long, long time. And they got together and they said, how do we find out about what's going on around town? How do we find friends? How do we find things to do? And by September of 2016, they had put together a club, Bourne Newcomers and Neighbors, and really patterned it off of the Falmouth Newcomers Club. Falmouth Newcomers has been in existence for almost 40 years. Mm-hmm. So there was a lot of help, a lot of history on which to build. So the Bourne folks said, we're going to open this up to both people who are new to Bourne and people who have lived here for a long time. People find changes in their life where now they're looking for friends, or the children have gone off to school and they'd like to find a group to hang with or to do sports with or something like that. And so they started the club, opened it up to men and women, and really our theme is connectivity, so bringing people together, and community. So we are a community, but we branch out and we enjoy what the community has to offer, what Bourne has to offer, and we give back to the community.
Great. And I should say that the club is not just for women. There are many men as well. We have couples, we have people who are single.
Sure.
It's a real good mix of people. So Tina, what do you think, well, how do we reach people? That's the first thing. How do we tell people about what's going on with BNN?
Sure, that's a great question, and that's something that's always evolving. I mean, as technology is evolving too. And Susan is our current chair of publicity. So I guess there are many ways. I mean, through Facebook, we have a website. It's bournenewcomers.org, and then through flyers and what other modes of
Monthly newsletters.
we
have a monthly newsletter that promotes all the activities and the social events that are coming up. We're trying to get more involved with the Chamber of Commerce. We're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, new member, and we're hoping that will gain us some publicity and access to new members. And we've also thought of having a round table with local realtors. They're always meeting with new people moving into the town. So they would be a great people to help us with spreading the word and introducing us to potential new members.
Great. Yes, the buzz we get every month, year round, correct? We're not just a summer organization. It's a year round organization.
Right.
In fact, I think we're almost busier on the off season, because everyone's busy during the summer. So
True.
there's a lot we have going on all year round.
And this, I will just say, in this summer, we want to keep up the momentum, because in the off season we have a lot of activities, and we'll talk about that. But this summer we have something planned for every month, so that people who even have family visiting, relatives can join in as well.
Great. Okay. What is the mission of BNN?
The mission is, I'm not going to be able to recite it word
That's
for
all
word,
right. That's all right.
but the mission is to bring people together, again, men and women in our community, and offer opportunities for building friendships, for socializing, for having fun, and for joining in different activities that may be of interest to some people, but not all, but offering a wide variety of activities. And then Marilyn will talk about in a little bit that the second part of our mission, first is building friendships and building our community in Bourne. The second part of the mission is really getting involved with the community and giving back.
Great. Okay. And how do we accomplish this? We have a board. Okay.
That's right. Right. We currently have a board with 10 board members. So the usual president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, and as I said, Susan is publicity, which is really important. Communications has a chair. That's extremely important. Programs, we have some wonderful programs, and activities, because we do have some cards, games, all sorts of things. And then we have committee members. So right now Marilyn is heading up our volunteerism committee.
Great. And how many people are currently part of BNN?
So right now I would say we have about 220.
Wow.
We had a little bit of a drop in membership during the pandemic, but I'm really proud to say we kept going.
Right.
So all of us learned how to use Zoom, and we did at-home scavenger hunts. We just got really creative, but we kept the group together and kept on going, so that was really fun. But we're back, and we're strong, and always looking for new people to bring new ideas and help us keep going.
Right. And the dues are not expensive.
No. Right now it is, and the dues have not gone up. For a single person, $25, and for a couple, $35, and renewable once a year.
Right.
And no initiation fees.
No
Right.
initiation fees, right?
Right. So to join, how would one go about joining?
I would say the best way is to go onto our website, which again is bournenewcomers.org, and there is a link there to a membership form. And the form would be, you fill it out and mail it. We have a post office box in Monument Beach with your dues. We ask, kind of general information, but also something about what you might be interested in. So there's some ideas on there about the activities that we offer.
Okay. Well, the activities. Susan, why don't you tell us some of the things that we are about to do this summer?
Yes. Well, activities during the course of the year vary. We have a fall opening meeting that is usually held at the Pocasset Golf Club. In the early fall, we had an event at Stone Malt over in Wareham, where we enjoyed each other's company, had a few beers, laughter, and played some games as well. It's a great spot. Sagamore Inn was a bingo night, and then we had a Christmas party. Again, I'm not sure of that location. That was at
It's at Bay Point
thank you.
over in Wareham, just
Bay
over
Point.
the line.
And then we will have a closing meeting in the spring. So those are the 5 major social events that we have. We also have lunch and learn programs, which is a great activity during the day for people to come enjoy information that is presented usually from members or outside speakers. In October, there was a program called Do You Love to Travel? And Jim Beyer is a world traveler. He explained his travels and experiences with photographs and tidbits of his adventures. In December, Fishing the Canal, the Beauty and Amazing Sights. And that was Tina's lovely husband, Bill, and he is an avid fisherman and explorer, and he talked and illustrated our local beauty in Bourne. February, the Herring Pond Wampanoag Culture, History, Placement Based Knowledge, and Melissa Harding Ferretti, chairwoman and president of the Herring Pond Wampanoag tribe, was discussing the local history of the Wampanoag and the traditional homelands. In April, Living and Traveling on a Boat was, we heard about life on a boat in Boston Harbor. One of our members told us about that, and while working in Boston, and all the different kinds of weather that they experienced. So those were our lunch and learns. That's one other aspect of our activities. We have a monthly lunch bunch held at area restaurants. We have single events, which the beach party coming up in July is going to happen at Hen Cove, and Cape Cod Symphony. We have people going to that in groups, as well as a joint base Cape Cod tour, and we also have a holiday party. There's lots going on. So there's 3 book clubs. They're days and evenings. One of them is a mystery, another is historical fiction, and then a menagerie of different eclectic books that people enjoy reading. Cards and Games group plays canasta, mahjong, both American and Chinese, and that meets, again, all of these activities can be found on the website with the particular dates and times. Mexican trained dominoes. We have dinner groups. People get together and go out for dinner. The Mix and Mingle is just an opportunity for new people, old people to come together at different members' homes and chat and walk, play games, whatever they are feeling like that evening. The sports group, biking, kayaking, walking, golf, and pickleball. Pickleball was how I was introduced to Bourne Newcomers and Neighbors. And I'm very grateful because I moved here not knowing anyone. I formed wonderful friendships within the club and within the pickleball group. So I'm very grateful for that. And then we also have a trivia night, and that's on Tuesdays, I believe, and that's held at the Bog over in Bourne, right off of MacArthur Boulevard. So as you can tell, we have lots going on, lots of people doing fun things, and that's what a newcomer, I'm speaking from experience, needed to have. Activities to meet people, to do things. And again, I'm ever so grateful for this group to be able to do that and meet some wonderful friends.
I know we're also going to the theater. We're going to Clock, the Falmouth College Light Opera. There's, I think, 2 shows that people are going to, and occasionally we do go to shows in Providence and Boston as well.
Right.
And we have also had tours, like, you know, we'll just get a bus and go to wherever, which is a lot of fun too. So there's a lot of, a real variety, and we're always open to new ideas as well. So,
Right.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's really
Lots
fun.
of fun.
And I think one of that's the benefit of newcomers plus neighbors.
Right.
So people who have lived here, who might have connections, say, at Joint Base Cape Cod, so that we as a group can go for a tour.
Right.
You know, to kind of the people who have been here to introduce us to what they love about Bourne and what they like to do.
Right.
And then we spread the word.
Yes. So Marilyn, tell us a little bit about the other side of Bourne, which is our charitable giving and involvement. And
Yes. So the volunteer component is big. I came to Bourne when I retired. So you're used to putting in your 40 or 50 hours or whatever, you know, in your profession. And you do think, well, what's this going to be like? Yes, I want to have fun. And volunteering also comes under the fun part as well. And it's certainly a part of the mission, as Tina mentioned. So why volunteer? The satisfaction of doing good. That's what it is. And I have volunteered in a number of things. I still do. And it's given me an opportunity to meet people that maybe I would not have connected with before. That's the whole deal with our organization anyway, but especially through volunteers. So some of the organizations and nonprofits that we work with are the Bourne Food Pantry, Kind Hearts for Kids. These are all local in our town, as you know, Kathy. The Happy Hope Foundation, which is right in the industrial park off of MacArthur Boulevard, the VFW. So we have people who, for instance, the community center, Council on Aging. We have people who have volunteered their time at the reception desk. We have people, now that the cafe has reopened, they slice and dice. You know, they serve, so they assist the chef there. We have a lot of people at the Happy Hope Foundation who count crayons. They stuff gift bags. They prepare lots of these gift bags that go to children in hospitals and shelters. So these bags are shipped all over the country. Actually, even, several months ago, there was an earthquake in Turkey.
Yes.
And boxes and boxes, thousands of gift bags were sent out to these children, including things like mittens, toothbrush, toothpaste, just things that, you know, when people have to get out
Time of need.
for safety, that, you know, a little perky kind of thing for them. So other things that we've done. When we have our socials 5 times a year, we do a 50-50 raffle, and we have an organization that we've talked about beforehand who will share in the 50-50 raffle. So some of the people who have gotten this, the food pantry, we always give to them, maybe twice a year at least, to various scholarships that we become aware of.
And I know we've had food drives as well. Many
That's
times,
right.
especially during the pandemic, we were really good about doing, you know, food drives. That, you know, for
Tell us about your part in that, because that was interesting.
Oh, well, okay. I do know that we found like there were children who needed specific foods, and so we were able to basically have bins at various people's houses, and people would, you know, leave off things, and then we brought them to, I believe it was the school, the Bournedale school, you know, and we were able to bring them a lot of different foods. And the good thing about giving is that the food pantries, they get money and they buy things from the Greater Boston Food Bank, but it's the same thing all the time. And I don't know, I don't like to eat the same thing all the time. So to get variety of different things is how we come in. You know, we give them, and it may be that this week or this month they need cereal. You know, when school opens, they need school snacks. So we're able to help them in that way. And there are other groups that do that as well. But we have a fairly large group, so we make a significant impact. And we've been doing that for years, it seems.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're very happy that we get to fill up their snack cabinet
Yes. Yes.
for the weekends especially.
Yes.
A few other organizations that we link with: Big Brothers Big Sisters, Meals on Wheels, and part of the things for some organization like Meals on Wheels, we could have a few BNN members who participate in that, and then they get back to us and say, we need more people. So we post it on Facebook, we post it in the newsletter, things like that, and shake the trees. A few more people will jump into doing that too. So, so I don't know, that's about it, really.
Or do we have other things coming up this summer? Do we have something at the Bourne Braves? Yes?
We do. So this summer, Susan mentioned we have a beach party coming up.
And that's for everybody.
July 16th at Hen Cove. We're going to be having pizza and other things. A tour for BNN members at the Cape Cod Canal Museum, run by the Army Corps of Engineers. And so a private tour for I think up to like 40 people to learn about that area. In September we have a tour as well of Joint Base Cape Cod, so that will be nice. And then before you know it, it'll be September and we'll be kicking off our 9th year. And we'll have a big party, a big social, and learn about some of our new activities that we're adding in, as well as welcome new members to the group.
And can people join anytime, or is there?
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, the best thing to do is to look online at bournenewcomers.org, check out the membership form, see some of the things that we're up to. We also have a presence on Facebook, so we post what's coming up, some pictures of what we've been up to.
Don't we have a Bourne Braves game?
Okay, so the Bourne Braves, we have a schedule that we're going to post in our newsletter that's coming up, July newsletter schedule, and usually that's a very spontaneous thing. So we do have those kinds of activities as well, where somebody says, you know, a bunch of us are going to the Bourne Braves game, let's go and have a BNN evening of it, which is great. And probably 6-7 years ago, we actually were down on the field.
Yes, I remember that.
And one of the founding members got to throw out the first pitch at the Bourne Braves. So we'd love to go over there and support them.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah. So I have to say, it's a really fun group of people. They're very welcoming. I joined when I was a newcomer, and I made so many friends and we have lots and lots of a variety of activities. And if we need more activities, well, come on and join us and give us some information about what you think we should do.
And new ideas.
New ideas are always welcome. All right. Anything else, ladies?
I would say, as far as welcoming new people, nobody really likes to go to a new place totally on their own. So we make sure at the socials or whatever, when we get an idea of who's coming, we'll kind of tag team a few very friendly people with you to introduce a few new people and kind of
sit
chit
with
chat,
you and
there you go, you've made a few new friends.
Right.
Yes, I mean, that's really important. We want people to feel welcome. And just a personal note, a couple of weeks ago, I was at a yard sale in Bourne and bumped into a group that I knew from BNN, and one of the women is fairly new, and she said, "Oh, remind me what your name is." And so I said, "Tina." And she said, "Oh, you're right. That's right. You're the president." And I said, "Oh, yeah." And I said, "I'm so glad you joined Bourne Newcomers and Neighbors." And she said, "It's fantastic. It is so welcoming."
Great.
And that just made me feel very good that we're doing our part,
Absolutely.
not just to attract members, but to make them feel welcome so they stay.
Right, right. And even if you're not new to Bourne, you're still welcome. So.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies.
Thank
you, Kathy.
And
Thank
thank you,
you.
everyone. We really hope that you will look into bournenewcomers.org and join our group and have some fun in Bourne. This is Kathy Fox Alfano for Upper Cape Spotlight. Have a great day.
The preceding program was underwritten by Barlow's Clam Shack, located at 856 Scenic Highway in Bourne. Barlow's Clam Shack, where the seafood is always fresh.